Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a symphonic note. Quick cutscenes that Symphony offers that run parallel with our ongoing Vampire the Masquerade campaign, Sanguine Arch. These brief scenes are high impact, emotionally dense, and give you some additional insight and perspective on the characters that both populate this world and the collective story that we are telling together. This symphonic note is called Cardinal. We're going to do very brief introductions, and we are going to start with Tracy.
Hello, I had to find my mute button. I'm Tracy. You can find me all over the internet as Mythical Magpie, one word. I do art and stuff, and now I'm here. I'm going to be playing Miss Rosalia Lombardo, the Thin Blood today.
Love it. I almost called you Ivy. Tiffany, hit us.
Hi, I'm Tiffany. You can find me as Color Cat Designs on most social medias. And you can check out my art. And yeah, I'm here now and I play Ivy the Banu Hakim.
Amazing. And Doc.
How's it going? I'm Doc. I don't have a single unified thing, so check out my link tree to find me, linktree.com/docbones. I am playing Connor Rowe, the unacknowledged Ventrue.
Amazing. And welcome to the very first time to the Symphony, our NPC and guest storyteller, Bruce. Bruce, please introduce yourselves to us.
Hi, gang. I'm Bruce. You can find me pretty much everywhere as Zoom Doom Floozy.
Yes. And Bruce, who are you portraying tonight?
Oh, I'm playing Cardinal, the child prophet.
Oh, I love it. We are going to immediately launch into the symphonic note known as Cardinal. Cardinal, would you be so kind as to recite our chronicle tenets?
You betcha, bestie. 1. Never endanger or betray the domain. Our community is stronger together. 2. Unapologetically defend the traditions. They keep us safe. 3. Ambition is rewarded. Liabilities are destroyed.
Two vehicles, from what I'm understanding, are going to be arriving at Academy Park. This is just off of the north side of Columbus, right as you are leaving Columbus and moving towards Gahanna. This is just outside of Easton. So you're leaving a metropolis shopping center, and then as you're stretching into just a brief breath of rural, there are several parks, expanses of green that have stunning trails that drop over rivers and creeks and brooks with winding rope bridges and wood bridges, and it's just a very scenic, almost break from reality right before you hit the Gahanna city line and the busyness of Columbus populates again. Set in between these two metropolitan areas is a park by the name of Academy Park, and it is maintained by the city of Gahanna. There is a large black asphalt parking lot. And then, as soon as you exit your vehicles, there are several hiking trails that just spread in multiple directions, almost inviting you to choose which way you want to go. Now, you all know that in order to receive a vision, or actually, I should probably say even an audience with Cardinal, you have to follow the west trail that is going to lead you deeper and darker into the woods, where you're going to pass over Blacklit Creek. You're going to run alongside it, and then you're going to open up into just a very small, almost Narnia style pocket of green space. There's going to be a man made lake. A path ends at a massive metal expanding, almost Art Deco cardinal. And we'll get to those descriptions more because I just want to let you guys know where you're heading. And in order to get this audience with Cardinal, you just have to show up and request her. She may tell you to fuck off. She may not show at all, or she may populate and give you everything that you wanted and nothing that you actually needed. That pendulum could always swing when you're dealing with Malkavians, especially since you all know that the Malkavians are, well, they're navigating some internal and external issues. So expect volatility. Two cars arrive. And from what I understand, Leah and Connor are in one, and Ivy is in the other. Is that correct?
Yes, as far as yeah.
Let's have
That
you
is
guys
correct.
just exiting your vehicles very quickly with a quick impression on how you guys are feeling or how you look.
Okay, Ivy is, well, her car's still busted up, big time. Didn't I just add another dent to the door? I think so.
I think you raged in at the door too. Yeah, yeah.
And
And
is the
so
Um,
back
you had a
seat still
Bernese
covered
Mountain
in
Dog
blood?
sitting on it. Yeah, there's a lot.
yeah. Um, so she's probably in her usual, like ripped black skinny jeans,
Mhm.
her boots, Angel's jacket, probably a black tank top. Um, she will not look at Leah. So she
Mm.
just looks at Connor, waiting for him.
Leah puts Connor between Ivy and herself because she doesn't want to cause her any discomfort.
Connor getting out, wearing his usual suit. It looks a little more pressed than the last time you've seen him.
Mm.
Like he just had it dry cleaned. And normally, Ivy, you would remember this. Every time Connor's been driving somewhere lately, he always has the radio playing because he can, and it's a little act of rebellion. And as the car door opens, it is dead silent in that car.
Mm.
There is not a sound coming. And I just get out, I close the door, fix the jacket, and start walking over without even acknowledging Leah in the front seat.
So the storyteller is going to ask a question that I'm sure our viewers are wondering now. Why is she here? Why is Leah here?
She was originally a part of the plan. And since she has a link to Gloria, which we
Mhm.
want information on, I figured it'd be important to bring her along.
That logic tracks. Leah, the next very transparent question is going to come to you. How did Gloria feel when Connor or Ivy had to request permission for you to leave her oversight to go visit a clanmate?
Well, as long as initially Connor was approaching respectfully, that's a good start. It's very clear that she would like to keep that Mother would like to keep good graces with the Ventru.
Mhm.
She has no ill will towards the clan. As a matter of fact, she's got quite affection for them. But additionally, an opportunity to meet another one of her clanmates and make a good impression is always appreciated. Now, whether or not I think my mother likes this young person, as far as I know, I don't know what she thinks of Cardinal, but I think an opportunity for me to spend some time with a Ventru and maintain our good family alliances,
Mhm.
as well as meeting a new clanmate. I think that she will allow it, but with the caveat, you know what is expected. If there's anything troubling or concerning, call and we will come and retrieve you.
Noted. Ivy, you are refusing to look at Leah and you're getting ready to address Connor when you feel just the thinnest line of your skin open up across your left cheek as just that first line of vitae opens up as a flash of red zooms by you. A flash of red zooms by you and just opens up a thin line across your cheek and then splatters into the windshield of your vehicle. Blood begins to run from a deceased cardinal whose neck is broken, but the black orb of his eye stares at you as this body slides down your windshield. And at this moment, what I need from the three players backslash coterie backslash in character is we're going to do a very brief rumor roundtable on what this environment knows about you from a rumor standpoint. Basically, this is going to be the same rumor roundtable that we typically do when we introduce new players into the ecosystem. So this is setting Bruce as a storyteller up for success. I'm not saying it has to be true. We need to make these short, but this is just what does she know from being a Malkavian in Columbus about these three characters. We're going to do a roundtable rapid fire. We are going to start with Leah. We're going to jump to Ivy. We're going to do Connor, and then we're going to do it one more time. Blood begins running down the windshield. What does the blood see of Leah?
The blood sees that Leah is a puppet. She was acquired by a Ventru to look after a Malkavian, and everything went wrong. And she's gone from the puppet to one person from Edmund to Gloria to Justice to Gloria. And she is not entirely in control of herself.
Cardinal, somewhere one of your eyes goes completely black, and you are seeing what the dead Cardinal sees. And what you see is that thin blood, that puppet, that toy that Gloria is so infectiously obsessed with. Give me three emotions that you feel looking at this thing that's walking around that should absolutely be destroyed, but is somehow under the accounting. Oh, you're muted. Because it's Symphony, it always happens.
Disgust.
Yep.
First of all, apathy. No third one. She just forgets.
Disgust, apathy, and then, like most thin bloods, it just slides off of the brain pan and the radar. Blood continues to run as a red and a white feather, the state bird of Ohio, smears into the windshield. Ivy, rumor roundtable. What would Cardinal know of you?
That the Bruja are plotting against her because she killed one of their clanmates.
That eye twitches in your socket, Cardinal, as it looks up, down, around, and it sees the reflection of the side view mirror to this Banu Hakim. And oh, that Banu Hakim is lying to herself and is lying to you. She didn't just kill a Bruja, she devoured him. You can see the diablerie veins running through her just as clearly as you can feel the vitae running through your veins. What's your emotional profile of 3 on this Banu Hakim?
Delight all the way down, bestie.
Delight, delight, delight. The Cardinal's broken neck gets stuck between the base of a windshield wiper, and it almost flickers as if it's getting ready to turn on, activated probably by the motion activated windshield wipers, and just a spray of blood moves across the windshield and comes back down. And the eye of the broken neck of the Cardinal looks at Connor. Connor, rumor roundtable. What would Cardinal know of Connor?
That he's been under the accounting for 30 years because his sire refuses to let him out for some reason.
The black orb rolls from the outside of your eye into the inside, Cardinal, and you are looking inside of yourself. Oh, it's more than just keeping a Ventru under the accounting for 30 years. That's already the scandal of Columbus, perhaps the tower, but there's more. You feel broken bones, fractured cheekbones, dislocated shoulders. You feel humiliation and submission and a need to be dominated. Oh, Mr. Prim was more than his accounter. Mr. Prim was. Is it abuse? I don't know. That depends on how your interpretation is. Some people need to be brought to heel. 3 emotionals.
First sadness, like you look at it like a caked puppy and be like, hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Then I think a little bit of empathy, but not a lot. That's foul, horrible. We're not gonna look at that too close.
Okay.
And then another round of disgust. Like, God, this is just kind of a sad. There's only one of you that's worth anything.
Mm. Oh, I can't wait to lean into what that is. I circle back to the party. You know that you have maybe a 6-minute walk from here down winding paths, over bridges, underneath at least one brick tunnel that you'll open up into this little winter wonderland. And I say that gently because it's still summer in Ohio before you come before the great statue of Cardinal. Ivy's car has taken yet another hit. At this point, I'm just going to bully Ivy's car for the duration of the campaign.
Poor car.
I mean, what'll end up happening is I'll probably park it in Angel's garage and take his car out, but I don't want to do that until I talk to the Bruja because I'll get my ass kicked.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think one of the things that I note because despite the fact that she is bloodbound
Mm-hmm.
and she is now kind of being reconditioned, there is a part of her that looks constantly to survival. There have been times where she's slept in parks,
Mm-hmm.
like, when she's looking for a job outside of town. And so she's looking for places. Are there safe places to sleep? And it's just maybe kind of in the back of her head, because now she wants to make sure she doesn't get her outfit dirty because Gloria wouldn't like it. Um, but I think in the back of her head, there will always be that survivor. And so she's looking, are there places to hide? Are there places to seek shelter, as they're walking, and occasionally looking at the two who are now in her coterie who don't know how to react to her. And she just keeps everything to herself and keeps walking.
I think that's a great time to tee this back up to our storyteller. Cardinal, this is your park. This park is infected with you. Something in this park is seeking safety, security, something grounding. What do they find? What do they
Not
feel?
that. They find a sense of unease akin to what one might find on a bad acid trip with shitty friends. It is not safe here. There is something about this place that puts you on edge. Uh like a sound that won't go away, but you can't quite hear where it's coming from. Like
Mm.
if you were alive, the hairs on the back of your neck would be standing up. Like your teeth are just on edge. There's something wrong with the colors in this place.
Leah, you seek safety in something known and it doesn't exist. It either doesn't exist or it's denied to you. And either way, everything in this dense green forest at night feels like it's watching you, but it's not just from a point of observation. It feels like it's on the inside of you, watching you. There's a sense of an inability to escape and a demand for submission. The group opens up into this small, lush green park. There's a playground off to the left. There's a gazebo that has the two restrooms and the water fountain that's probably been out of commission for the past 13 years. There is a lake that I'm going to allow Brooce to describe in just a moment. And directly across from the lake, so you're on the path. To the right is the lake, to the left is the statue. And Brooce, what do they see from both?
Exactly what's described. It seems perfectly normal, but there's still that feeling of deep unease coming from your solar plexus, coming from inside you.
The lake is still. The breeze that moves past doesn't move the surface water. And to the statue to your left, you can only imagine that it was probably created by some grad student at the Columbus Art Academy, or it was donated by some patron. But this thing is 10, 12, 13, 14 feet tall. It is a massive metal statue of a cardinal with those big, round, black, glossy eyes that feel like they're watching you as you approach. The wingspan has to be 20 feet across, and just the metal, the sheet metal with the red and the silver just glint off of the moonlight and pull at your reflections. It pulls at your shadow. And the entire chest cavity is just one big hollow bed of netting, wire netting. And you've arrived.
Um, Ivy's gonna walk up to the statue and place like a red candle and light it and look up and say, "May we have an audience?" Because she knows that Melkavians are particular on ways that they like things done. So she heard that you have to ask permission.
Mm-hmm.
So, or ask for an audience. So It's the best way she can figure it out. And then she'll, if there's a bench or a
Mhm.
rock or whatever, she'll go sit down.
There's both. You know those big oversized rocks that they have at
Yeah.
parks are usually multicolored with kids paint or whatever they're smeared. You can absolutely sit on that or the bench. The red candle is lit before the cardinal statue. Storyteller, what happens?
Anybody else doing anything, or you're gonna let this bitch speak for you?
Always. But that's another story.
Is that something that we hear, or are you just asking us as a storyteller?
The second one.
Okay, okay. I'm like, if that statue says that, well, anyway.
That's some good shit. That
So,
might be something you feel.
Ivy goes first. Ivy is, of the three of us, the only one acknowledged. So letting Ivy go first is important. And I will look and wait to see if Connor does anything, but Leah starts to move for her purse as if she is going to retrieve something also to set out.
Okay, stick with it. Stay with it.
So inside her purse is like a velveteen bag. It's not really velvet, but it's velveteen. It's
Mhm.
black. And there is something inside it that's got a little bit of weight, and she sets it where next to Ivy's candle. And it kind of, while it's softened by the fabric of the bag, there is something that has a little bit of weight and it kind of clinks against the stone, almost like stone on stone.
Ooh.
If we may also request an audience. Yes, together.
I'm gonna like stare at this cardinal statue because you mentioned the eyes feel like they're following you everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I want to hold eye contact with the statue itself as if it is something that directly connects to Cardinal.
Mm.
Almost like trying to assert my will over an inanimate object. Just holding this intention because I'm thinking back to that boardroom scene. Eye contact is everything. So even though it's a statue, that is how I'm trying to reach out. Just reaching out non physically through this statue.
Fantastic. As he's doing that, when Ivy and Leah blink, there's a moment when both of them like close their eyes in a blink. Uh, when they open their eyes, they'll find a 5 foot nothing woman standing next to Connor, also staring at the statue. She'll lean over and go, "What you looking at?"
Do we recognize this? Well, have we heard a description of Cardinal or anything, or is this just me staring at a statue? Somebody appears out of nowhere, like, "Hey, what's up?"
I'll ask Bruce how you feel about this, but I feel like if she's been the youngest Turnabout Cave-In, they've probably seen her at least one or two gatherings. So they probably recognize her. But does that feel authentic to you, Bruce? Do you like that?
She does not leave this park.
Okay.
Oh,
So you've heard description of her from people who have been shooed away, chased away, barked away, or had an audience with her, but you've never laid eyes on her before. But based on the description, this is probably her. Give us the full description of Cardinal. Bruce, introduce her to us.
So Cardinal looks, as I'm dressed, she is probably 5 foot nothing, very slim, slight, fine bones, um, eyes limned in red makeup, just red, 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 red. Red hair, the big coat, um, like it says on the tin.
Mm. Sorry to interrupt role play. She asked Connor a question. What you looking at?
I'm gonna take a step to the side from this person. Cardinal, I presume.
She will follow him with her body. You betcha.
Hmm.
You came to my house. You asked my name. What do you need?
I will. I'll point to the other two and say, "Well, we had some questions for you. We want to ask about something, but I will defer to Ivy as she's the only acknowledged of the three of us." I'm holding
Uh,
eye contact with Cardinal as much as I can too.
Ivy'll just stand up and take like a step forward, but giving like respectful space. Um, yeah, we were told from Devaney that you had spoken to Gloria and she didn't take your news very well.
Is there a question in there?
Uh, yeah. Would you be willing to share the vision that you shared with her?
That's no
Okay.
professional courtesy. I hope you understand. She is still inside Connor's grill. She has not let this man have an inch of space.
And Connor, the more you stare at her face is her face. This is a very slight 5 foot pale woman with red eyeshadow and red hair and a red collar and a red coat wearing Mr. Prim's eyes. Please continue, Ivy.
No, I mean, I totally understand. I'm sure it was personal to her. But she doesn't seem to be doing well with whatever you told her. We were told she came back multiple times and has been sacrificing animals. And one of your other clans said that they didn't think that she was holding on very well.
I'd agree with that assessment. She's not doing very well.
How can we help her? I I think that Cardinal might note that this is maybe some of this information is new to Leah, like as of this very second.
When Leah speaks, her attention, like her whole body turns, like her attention shifts, and like when that kind of twitchy motions that birds do, very
Mhm.
much that.
Ugh.
Her attention shifts to Leah, and she looks her up and down, says, ugh, I don't know that I've heard mice speak, but you let her talk. She like points between Ivy and Connor.
I used to. I don't know anymore.
Ooh.
Mm, I like you. You can talk to me. So, you want to know about Rosalie? No, no, no. What's her name? Yeah?
Gloria.
Gloria. Gloria. Sorry, you're Rosalie. Ugh. Yeah, she's not doing very good. Can you unbeckon Edmund?
Is is he beckoned?
Sure seems that way.
Oh, yes, it does seem that way. And I wish that we could get him back. Gloria claims she's speaking with him.
She is, after a fashion, I think I'd say, you know, as much as anybody can speak to someone who's halfway across the world, like not with a phone, but
Okay.
there's different ways of speaking with people like that.
I don't think he's gone.
Oh, okay. She absolutely does have a fucking iced coffee in her hand that
Yes,
she's
she
sucking
does.
down. Good meeting, I guess.
Um, I guess my other question would be, do you have anything for me or for us, our group? Have you seen anything that you would be willing to share?
I mean, I've seen lots of things. And I would be willing to share all of them. Have you seen Hellraiser?
No, I haven't had time to sit down for a couple hours and do anything like that in quite some time.
Oh, okay.
I've
Too
seen it. Where are
too
you going
busy to
with this?
him? Hmm?
I've seen it. Where are you going with this?
No, you just
Speak
asked
in riddles.
I'm I'm so sorry. From where I'm standing, you've come to my house to waste my time. I've given you an audience and you're asking me nothing. What do you want?
I want to fix Gloria.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. So you have to unbeckon Edmund to fix Gloria, from what I can see.
Okay. Totally easy. Totally plausible. Excellent. Okay. Um, I guess my other question is how soon before the Bruja kill me?
Oh.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. I mean, you've got one in your head. Why don't you ask him?
Because he never wanted to kill me.
Oh, you got there first, huh? Okay.
Is that a
I
frenzy
can
check,
answer
Ivy?
that.
I'm just curious. Just
I
curious.
don't no, that was
Okay.
more of a kick in the crotch
Okay. Just checking.
For who?
for her.
Oh, okay. That was okay.
I love that you're bleeding both ways. It makes it even more unsettling.
Okay. I can answer that. Did you bring an animal?
I'm sorry, I wasn't aware.
Okay.
I can go catch one.
Yeah. Do that.
Oh, okay. Ivy's just
Ooh.
gonna run off with celerity and go grab, if she can find a bunny or, a fox, whatever she finds.
Oh, I
A
love it.
rat.
What would you
I
like
know,
to
right?
that was cold. Oh. What would you like to find?
She's probably like looking for a rabbit because they're probably gonna be sleeping right about now. So
Yeah. I'm not even going to waste your time with a chop. You're a hunter by nature. This isn't going to take you long to jump off of the path because it would be nowhere near that level of traffic and activity to find a burrow where you know a family is going to be resting and just to plunge your hand down into the ground and pull up a screaming, frantic rabbit.
okay,
You
I'll
got
just
the
hold it
bunny
by
hunt.
its scruff and just run back
Okay.
and hold it out to Cardinal.
Oh my God, you are such a good listener, Ivy. I like you. You should come here more often. She will take the rabbit by the ears, um, then grab its back legs and just dash its brains on the stone.
Oof.
Yeah. And she'll kind of like crouch down. She's got just like bright red jeans on. She'll pull a switchblade out of her back pocket and just cut it stem to stern
Mm.
and open it up like a purse and just give one good shake so everything comes out on the steps. All right, so what's the question? How soon do the Bruja kill you? They don't. They don't. This is gonna go well for you. This is gonna go better than you think. Um, like not easy. Not easy, but just go in with a clear head and like you came to see me, go in with a clear head and a plan, and you'll come off better off than you think.
Ivy, the entrails that she's running her fingers, her claws, her talons through as intestines are being pulled, a kidney gets shooed to the side, a liver gets discarded, brought back, discarded, brought back, and she's doing this reading for you. The blood on the air from this rabbit smells like angel's cologne.
She'll probably just like hard like sit down on like whatever's near her, a stone, a bench, whatever, and try and keep her shit together.
As you guys spend more time here, the feeling of unease starts to become normal. Like you notice
Mm.
that you are not feeling you don't have that like thought of being hunted. Like it's still there, but you're starting to internalize it.
And you don't quite know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Um, may I ask one other question?
Sure.
Do you know how to unbeckon someone?
No, you can't unbeckon someone.
So Gloria's lost.
I
Gone,
need
gone, gone.
I need Bruce and Ivy to throw chops against each other, please. You guys are going to be throwing them in 3, 2, 1. Shoot them. Oh, Ivy threw scissors, and Cardinal threw papers. Ivy, this is going to be a regular win for you. Gorgeous. Give me just a quick second because I don't have your sheet up, even though I thought I did, but I didn't. This struggle. All right, honey pie, give me the sum of your resolve and awareness.
Awareness. So that's 5.
Okay, so a 5 against her is probably not going to be a critical success, but it's still a regular outright success. So, Doc, I'm just going to pull you into the storyteller's chair with me right now. And what I'm trying to relay to Ivy is more of a sensation, but you and I are going to describe it. What is something that you imagine where cruelty is thriving in delight and they enjoy, like almost like the kid that likes pulling limbs off of a spider, or the kids that enjoy burning animals with a magnifying glass, or someone that just enjoys watching people twist and suffer? What is an image or an impression that comes to you with that?
In the sense of like being the kid or being the spider.
Being the kid that's delighting in
Oh,
it.
it feels like this twisted feeling of power that you can hurt something and it can't
Let's see.
stop you.
Ivy, the chop that you just won against Cardinal, you get the impression of clarity that there's a child in front of you that is emboldened and empowered by hurting things that can't fight back. And as you are watching her open up this rabbit and spill entrails all over the ground, you can't help but to get an overlay that that's exactly what she's done to Gloria. She has taken Gloria, ripped her up or ripped her open from sternum down, and is pulling out everything in just this emotional savagery, and she is delighted by it.
Okay. Well, then that means that Ivy then won't be as free with information because she knows that she likes to hurt others. Um, yeah. So, Ivy will not look at, but in the direction of Leah, say, "Did you want to ask anything about Gloria?"
Not specifically about Gloria. She actually reaches back to take back her gift and is going to go open it. This was for you. It is still for you. I do not know which way you would rather go. She opens it up and pulls out a small obsidian blade. They're known to be, if you're not familiar, very, very sharp, but very fragile. Um, and she hands it or holds it out to Cardinal. I don't have an animal. I have me, and I think people enjoy taking a stab at the rat. You can either have this, I guess, as my payment, or I can tell you about the visions that I had when touching the arches, if that would be appropriate payment.
Cardinal will take the blade first. Uh, well, no, assuming you've handed over
Yeah,
correctly.
she'll hold it
Yeah.
out to
Yeah.
give it to her.
Cardinal will take it and she'll kind of flip it over her fingers a couple times like testing its weight. This is nice. This is nice.
And she will leave her hand palm up out. She doesn't know all the different methods of divination, but she does know that blood is one of them. And so she just leaves her palm open, and you can probably see a healing scar in the middle from where this has happened before. If you do blood divination, or if you would prefer information, my visions for yours.
You had a vision.
3.
Who gave them to you?
The arches.
And Brooce, just large scale visibility. The arches in Columbus, anytime there's a catenary arches, either the arches on High Street or the arches anywhere else, the visions, the Malkavians are going offline. They can't approach them. There's an intense sense of fear and apprehension. And that is something that you and all of the Malkavians are feeling right now. Ever since whatever happened when the chantry fell, you guys can't go near arches. And it's just the Malkavians, and you guys cannot figure it out.
She is laser focused on Leah, and that feeling of unease, 1,000,000 times worse.
Okay.
You are actively being hunted. You are actively if she could crawl inside your skin through your eyes, she would, and she is actively trying to figure out how to do that.
Fair.
And still get what she wants from you and leave you alive.
And I think there is absolutely no chance in the world that she doesn't start shaking a little. She tries really hard to be like tough, but yeah, she's visibly like her hand that was holding out is now just trembling.
In the hand that's not holding the knife, she will grab Leah's hand.
Okay.
And step into her space, eyes drilling into her with that hideous feeling. Tell me what you saw.
I have 3 to give you. Which one will you choose?
Everything.
I suppose now the rat has something of value. And I think that's the closest thing to snark I've had in a really long time.
How long does it take Thin Bloods to heal from like a tongue
normal
amputation?
human, like her heart is beating.
She's asking.
Oh,
that's in character. Oh shit, I lost that one too. That's so good. Oh, Brooce, is so unsettling. Fuck me. Okay, sorry.
How long does it take a Thin Blood to heal from something like having your tongue split?
A human amount of time.
Oh, watch how you use it.
I am nothing but a servant to the Camarilla.
Good girl.
I saw 3 visions. The first one was of my creation. The woman who made me. The woman who has been making people like me in bulk. She's doing it with some type of magic that no one's seen before. Some type of combination of the shadow power and the blood magic power. She can shoot her blood out at corpses and make them into me in mass. No one that I have spoken to yet has ever heard of such a thing.
Gross. Next.
We had a vision of what we were going to encounter at Fort Rapids.
We?
My crew minus Kevin.
Okay,
he was with us. Someone who is using that type of magic was torturing people there. We could tell you all about that in depth later, I suppose. If that is interesting, you seem to be interested in hearing about the scurrying and screaming and torture, and almost every one of the kindred that we found there were hanging, being bled and tortured. But the last one I think is of most interest. It was of a dark room. It was furnished beautifully. There were several people. Mr. Prim.
Cardinal, your hackle goes up because suddenly you realize this is the same vision that you've been denying Gloria.
Edmund.
Second
Nia
hackle goes up.
Glass.
Third hackle.
There is a woman who I have been now informed is named Felicia Montgomery. She was an Archon of the Camarilla, but is now Baron of some type of anarchist something. She is of Clan Toreador. And then there is a third man, I think it may have been a man, was of the Sword of Cain, and the word Samish, was there. They were all sitting around a round table as if they were all on equal footing. And Edmund spoke, and what I heard him say was, "We need to discuss our timing. We could not have been more wrong." Those words have haunted me ever since I had that vision. That is my question for you. Will this vision harm my family within the next month?
She'll let go of her hand. She's been making facial expressions this whole time that pretty like first one boring, second one okay, a little bit interesting. Well, not boring the first one. The doesn't care for the en masse making of thin bloods. There's it's giving Sword of Cain. It's giving Sabat, and
It's
we don't
giving
love
Sword
that.
of Cain.
It's giving.
We don't
Sword of
love
Cain.
that. We don't love the, what's the opposite of distillation? Dilution of
Yeah,
blood.
sure.
Will this vision of this extremely important group of people meeting under unknown circumstances for unknown reasons affect your family? She'll let go of her hand and return to the stairs. The knife is gone. Accepted, gift accepted. It has disappeared into the ether. She returns to the stairs and to the canvas that she's made of it with this rabbit. It's husk discarded. It's innards laying strewn about the stairs. She kind of gathers it all into like a little pile, picks it all up, and lets it splat again. They're good. These, that's why I like this park. The animals here, they're good for like 2 or 3. And she like hunches over it. This time she doesn't keep touching it. She leaves it be. She lets the patterns reveal themselves. And she does that kind of bird head motion as she continues looking at it. No.
But it will eventually affect us all.
Oh, yeah. In the next month, you are fine. You and everyone you love is fine. I don't know. You guys are coming out pretty good on this. Well done. You too, though. You're going around letting her talk like this, like she doesn't know her ass from a hole in the ground. If you're gonna keep her in your company, you have to teach her the right way to say this shit. Like, she doesn't know what the Sabbat is. She doesn't know how to say Simis. Come on. What are you doing?
She has been bloodbound by Gloria, and if Gloria isn't going to teach her these things, that's on Gloria. As of right now, I have no control of her.
But she's in your company. It reflects poorly on you.
Yeah, it does, and we're going to rectify the situation. I still love her. I just don't love what she's become.
Oh, Gloria? Yeah. Ooh. Woof.
No, not Gloria.
Oh, this other. Yeah. Okay. Well, what was she different?
She is. She has drive and information. She gets information ways we can't, and she used to have actual empathy and care for those that were worse off than her, which
Mm.
is rare.
I still do.
And this was what, before the blood bond or?
Yeah, before.
Mm. So it sounds like maybe Gloria's the problem.
That's what we've been saying. That's
Mm.
why I went and spoke to Devaney, your other clanmate, before you. And she pointed me, well, they pointed me in your direction.
Mm.
I have a quick question for Cardinal
Yeah.
because we're looking at Gloria as a broken teddy bear whose heart was irrevocably broken when Edmund was beckoned. She came to you for help. You split her open and you start rearranging her insides. You start tearing pieces out. You start putting back in what you want. How has it felt for the past couple of months to be rearranging this woman?
Oh, fantastic. But now she's broken.
Fantastic. And now she's broken. Do you think this is rock bottom or do you think you could push her just a little bit more? She's going to come back. She'll probably be back tonight.
I want to see what happens when her people start turning against her.
Mm, that is, I don't know what Tiffany just said, but I bet it was delicious. There's an insidiousness to the strategy. Let me correct that. Strategy is a little high end for Cardinal. For the game that Cardinal is currently playing, you've rearranged her internally, you've opened her, taken her out, and she's grasping for anything. And I guess
Hmm.
the best she could find in this moment was a thin blood to reinflate and restuff herself. How do you anticipate Gloria is going to respond when the last of that stuffing erupts from her?
I hope it's a bloodbath.
I return the scene. My apologies for the interruption.
Who's next? Well, there's only one left, huh?
Yep. I could ask you what I want to ask, but you're just gonna give some riddle like Devaney did when she sent me some cryptic message about finding greatness.
Do I know Devaney? Devaney's
Yeah, this is one of
Yeah.
your clanmates. Yeah. She
That's what happens when you go to second-rate providers. You're here now. What do you want?
Am I ever gonna get the respect I deserve from Prim?
Looking at you, he's giving you the respect you deserve.
goddamn.
But let me ask, the respect you think you deserve, maybe? Sure, let's find out. And she'll do it again. She'll like and it's looking more and more like hamburger meat. Like this the borders between what organs are which are starting to kind of
Blech.
it's a bloody gross mess. It smells terrible. She is not caring for the integrity of these organs, and bunny guts are gross. As a professional, bunny guts are gross. Um, but you know what? They're gonna last this one more time, and she's gonna be a little more forceful this time since it's the last one. Might as well make a splash, literally. She uh gathers it all up and across the stairs.
Ugh.
Um, yeah, no, sorry. Should no. Not she's gonna she's gonna do a little sifting. She's gonna do a little. No, not unless you kill him. If you eat him, he'll live in the back of your head forever and you can have him say whatever. But
There's a flash.
before
There's a
that,
flash across my face as you say that, without any word spoken, even without the physical mechanic of diablerie, that Prim always lives in the back of Connor's head anyway.
Hmm.
Oh.
In a way of, I almost want to, I'm staring down Cardinal as she's saying this with this unspoken, I'm not the person I was when he disappeared weeks ago. Almost like a defiance to the vision.
She'll look up at him sideways and be like, not the sad way that he does now. You know, he lives in your head that way. You could just, it is your head. You're not like me. You could just change what he says about you.
Hard to do when he disappeared.
Well, he's the version of him that's in your head. That it's fake. It's your head still. He could say you're a good boy if he lives in your head.
I'm
The old
gonna
adventure
walk
did.
up to Connor and put my hand on his shoulder and tell him we don't need their approval.
At least
But you
you're
do need their
acknowledged.
acknowledgement.
Hmm.
So kind of you do.
Well,
He's not
yes,
technically
but
my accountant right now.
I mean,
when
that's
you
as the only one that has it, this is a little rich coming from you, I'm just gonna say.
when you're owed favors, you can always ask for your acknowledgement depending who owes them to you.
Is that relevant?
It is relevant. He knows it's relevant. Um,
Ivy, if I may. Um,
She'll just sit down on the steps next to her pile of hamburger meat and kind of like
Blech.
look up at all of you. Wow, this has been fun. I've
um,
had a great time.
I'm going to excuse myself. She will look over to Cardinal. Thank you for your insight and your time. I'm going to allow my friends here to converse with you without my interference. Have a good evening and thank you for your time. And she will turn and start to leave.
as she's walking away, I'm going to look up and say, so all you wanted to ask about was your fake family, not your real family?
You don't trust me, so I'm leaving to allow you to ask the questions you want to ask without me being here. I don't want to be an undue influence if Gloria concerns you.
No, I don't have any questions that you couldn't tell her.
She's going to just keep walking.
Hmm.
Ooh, you're gonna let her show you her back like that?
Yeah, um, we have some background. She gets away with a lot.
I'll say.
Let her go.
Yeah. She's
Little brat.
well, I've let her be that way until Gloria got involved. But anyways,
Oh, so you created the monster.
I wouldn't say it was just me. She had her own personality. I
Hmm.
just tried to show her that she was actually somebody instead of what
Why
you
would you
guys
lie
all
to her
call
like
her.
that?
Because you have a tendency to look down on others just because you think they're less than, but you don't see their true value.
Who, me?
Well, you
One?
as in the elder, higher ranking, whatever,
Oh, one.
kindred.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Um, but so the other question I had was about do you know where former I wish he wasn't Prince you went?
Gone. Dead.
Does anybody know how that happened?
This lab knows.
Okay.
In
How
the
does that
in the biblical sense. I mean, maybe not biblical, but like our sense of biblical.
um how does that involve Nia Glass?
Hmm. Hmm. As much as anything on the court involves everyone on the court.
Was it a power grab?
No, 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 no. He died for Columbus. He died for the city. He died a hero.
Okay, that makes me feel better.
Was
Nia
it Hunter's?
Glass is the prince. Okay, so I know we asked about Hellraiser earlier, but like the hero Gotham deserves versus the hero Gotham needs. Is this making sense?
Okay. So that's why we have Nia Glass. Okay. So we have to find the hero
No,
that
I think she is. I think she's the hero now.
you think that we need
Hmm.
or that we deserve.
Oof.
She holds her hands like this, and a magic 8 ball will appear between her palms, and she'll shake it really hard, and then show you what comes up. Ask again later.
Excellent. Well, I really appreciate your time, and I apologize for those that upset you. We're
Oh, I no, I'm not upset. I've had a great time. I've had a very nice time. You guys have been a lot of fun. I really wasn't planning on anything with this evening. I didn't have big plans. This has been nice.
Do you think I should trust Nia?
Nia? Hmm. Hmm. Nia.
Should I
Is she
foster?
asking you to trust her?
Well, no, but I've been debating on whether or not I should foster any kind of relationship with her.
Are you ambitious?
I mean, yeah, with what I'm doing, I did kind of just get the scourge position.
Oh, you're on the court. Then, yes.
Okay.
But like, don't tell her anything you wouldn't tell your mom.
Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. So I'm basically not going to really tell her anything. Excellent.
Listen, listen. So my mom actually told me this one. Um, but she told me it about about cops, but it works for princes too. Uh, they're like mushrooms. Feed them shit and keep them in the dark. Can any of you see ghosts?
Oh God.
Uh, only my own.
Oh, and the one in your head that you made.
Yes.
Yes, you can. There are hundreds of animals, the ghosts of animals. You don't know when they appeared or if they've been there the whole time, but hundreds of them around the border of the lake, following Leah, uh crawling up the insides of the Cardinal statue. They are they are limbed in red, but like this kind of ghostly flickering TV light. And they are all as they are when they died, split open, mutilated. None of them are having a good time in death, and they are all trapped here And that is perhaps the manifestation of this feeling of being hunted, this unease that you've been feeling. As Cardinal's like getting close to you and kind of being like, my mom told me this.
So yeah, Connor, do you have anything else?
Cardinal, you keep talking about this ambition and liability. I have something to say to you. You remind me a lot of me 30 years ago.
What, an investment banker?
It might be
Or
fun
like,
to hurt people with these visions, or just maybe you just like pulling the wings off of a fly to see if it'll still walk. It doesn't make you stronger. Didn't make me stronger. It
sure
made
as
me a
shit did
fucking
not.
liability. So you can play your little games, have your little visions, have your fun. But just know that at the end of the day, that doesn't give you any power. You're only here until what? You age out of it? And somebody else comes in? Is that what's going to happen? You're having your little fun while you're at the top of the tower? Enjoy it while you can. I'm going to turn heel and start walking away.
The next time I need advice from a fucking Chase Bank, I'm gonna look you up.
Ivy, that leaves you, Cardinal, and dozens, nearing hundreds of open red glint animals that are moving, scurrying. Some are trying to escape, some have accepted their fate, some follow behind Leah, some run ahead of Connor, some stare pleadingly at you. And it's a moment of clarity when you realize that it's not just the animals that are trapped here, it's Cardinal too.
Um, Ivy's not gonna leave. She's just going to sit. And if she has to sit in silence, she will. I mean, since Cardinal told her that she likes her and that she should come back, she's just gonna hang out because she knows too that none of the other kindred are really, aside from Gloria's crazy ass, is gonna come into the park. And she almost half wants Gloria to show up. So she'll just sit there until Cardinal tells her to get the fuck out, basically.
Cardinal, when is the last time anyone showed you kindness? All of your relationships are transactional at their core.
It has been a very long time. Cardinal is young, potentially her whole life. Potentially she's been trapped in this since the moment she was made. She got accounted, acknowledged, went to ground in this park and has not left. It's hard to say if someone if she's been trapped here because of how she is by someone else,
Mm.
or if this bondage is of her own making.
Probably a little
But she
column A. A little column
but
B.
she does not know what to do with Ivy staying here. She gets up from the stairs, like kind of does that, oh, well, guess I better be hitting that old dusty trail kind of Midwestern gesture. She's from here. And she starts to walk away, but like realizes that Ivy's staying there, and she's like, you can go if you want. Like, I really don't think I have anything else for you.
Do you mind if I stay?
Why? People
He
don't
does.
like to be here, usually.
This is not even close to as uncomfortable as I've been made to feel in the past several months. This doesn't even touch it. Plus, I don't think he talks to me here.
Oh,
You'll realize the Cardinal's been kind of like puffed chest, like, you know, shoulders back, kind of like head canted up, this that's kind of like bratty, like arrogant posture. She kind of she you could tell that she's really listening to Ivy. She kind of sags a little bit. She looks young. She looks like a neonate, and she is. And the animals are all quiet. You'll notice that there has been kind of a like a more noise, more like woodland noise than is normal for a place like this. You'll and it goes quiet kind of as Cardinal like kind of sinks into herself. You, yeah, stay however long. I'm not come back whenever you want. I don't think you're gonna see me though. And the next time Ivy blinks, she's gone. All that's left is the ghost of one rabbit. Its body split and empty, standing over the mess on the stairs.
Ivy'll probably just then get up and walk over to the rabbit and kneel down and acknowledge it, and then probably look at the lake until she knows she has to go home. Because this is a mess. It's all a mess and it's all falling apart. And she's trying to fix it desperately, but can't.
there's a distance, Cardinal, between where you and I know you are, which is bound beneath this lake, and where Ivy is, which is sitting on a stone watching you. There's a distance between your ability to trust and your trauma that has taught you that that is something that you'll never be able to afford, no matter how transactional your relationships are. And there's a distance between who you are and who you could be. What do we feel, sense, or understand of Cardinal as you are beneath this lake and Ivy has not abandoned you?
She's confused, most of all, just does not know what this person sees that she thinks is worth sticking around for, aside from the fact that her head is quiet, and Cardinal thinks that that's the kindest thing that she can give to Ivy.
Ivy, you'll be able to stay there until your internal clock warns you that sunrise is going to be near. And I'm going to go back in time, by the way, to the car to Connor and Leah. But you'll be able to stay there for as long as you can tolerate before you know that you're going to need to close the distance between you and being bathed in your destruction. And you look out over the lake as you stand, and you know that once you hit a certain proximity, the voice is going to return, the presence is going to return, the proximity is going to return. Before you cross that threshold, and you know that everyone who was wounded and hurt by a choice that was taken from you is going to be seeking your destruction. Before you cross that point, before you know, I don't know whether or not I'm going to be able to recover Leah. You don't know if Kevin is too far gone or if Connor will ever see himself. Just before you cross that point, you look over to the lake, and I'm going to give you one vision. And storyteller Bruce, what do you think would be more interesting, to give her exacting clarity on what happened to Prince You, or exacting clarity on who Nia Glass is. I'll let you choose between those two, and I'll tee up the vision for her.
The thing she wants is who Nia Glass is. The thing she's looking for is who Nia Glass is, and Cardinal will give it to her.
Whew. God, Bruce, you're chilling. I felt that all the way down my spine. Ivy, Cardinal runs her mouth a lot. She has a beak that likes to peck out the eyes and the intestines and the sensations out of people, probably because these are things that were taken from her. You know undeniably that she is delighted and is likely responsible for Gloria's downfall. She's driving Gloria crazy. And in the same way that she misdirected Gloria, you notice that the vision that she's showing you now in transparency and purity doesn't match the words that she gave you earlier. Maybe Cardinal is a different individual between who she was now and after you made the choice to see her and to stand by her. And these are just the words that I'm going to tell you. And then either Bruce and I can do some visualization on top, or I might even give it to you, Tiffanie. You're really good at environmental narratives. But this is what you get is an exacting transparency of Nia Glass. A child who is not embraced by the village will burn it down just to feel its worth. You're familiar with that quote. Nia has set dozens of individuals on fire. Those screams still ride the surface of this still lake. And now she's building her own village. A village of those who are not embraced. An army of those who seek warmth because she believes herself at least to be the fire. And so she's drawing individuals like her to her. And that's why she chose you. That's why she chose Connor. That's why she chose Kevin. That's why she chose Leah. That's why she chose Ian. And that clarity comes into place. What happens when an orphan gets enough power to build her own Build-A-Bear family? What does that look like, Tiffanie on the water? What did Cardinal show you in your departure?
Oh, okay. So what does that look like? It probably looks like when the moonlight hits the water, it like almost turns into like fire, but then you see one like as it like spreads, it slowly just turns into like one single flame that's like flickering, like barely hanging on, staying on.
My last question for you. No, I was going to ask you, storyteller Bruce, if you wanted to have that rabbit stick with Ivy for all time, almost like a fetter or just a thing, but that rabbit can't leave as long as you're here. So maybe one day if you're destroyed or the Malkavians finally embrace another that have that vision of sight, that rabbit, that open rabbit may appear next to Ivy. But maybe not yet. Connor and Leah, as you guys trek back through the forest and you open up into the open asphalt parking lot with the 2 or 3 overhead parking lot lights.
I have, unless forced, I have no intention of leaving this park without Ivy. I can cover up myself and hang out during the day. I'm gonna get sleepy, but I can survive. I don't want Ivy to leave herself here. I haven't left behind Kevin. I didn't leave behind Connor. I'm not leaving behind Ivy. But I will be standing, I'll probably be leaning against Ivy's junker with that dead cardinal on it, probably just looking at it for a while by myself until one of them approaches.
And I'll be walking out first because Ivy's sticking behind. You just see this look on my face as I'm walking out of just sympathy.
Mm.
Because knowing the way that I phrased that to Cardinal was almost like me leaving behind that piece of myself of who I used to be.
Can I ask what is there a way to interpret what that sympathy is directed at? Is it Ivy? Is it Cardinal? Is it Leah? Is it all of us?
It's hard to say visually. There's
Sure.
just a softness in my face as I'm walking out that you haven't seen in a while. Especially because the last few times that we've interacted, you with the blood bond is very tense. But there's just this look in my eyes of just, I hope it turns out okay for her. But you just don't know who her is.
Mm.
Where's Ivy?
She's still back there. She'll catch up.
If you need to get back, I'll wait. I don't want to leave her there. I know that she doesn't want to talk to me and doesn't even have the ability to look at me.
She'll be fine.
I need to talk to you both.
I'll look back at the path, looking if Ivy's there, knowing in my heart she's not. What?
I think she needs to hear this just as much as you do. I,
Could be a while. You can go hang out in the woods if you want. We can't.
Cardinal doesn't want me here. And that was incredibly apparent. My question is, do you? Because Ivy won't speak to me. And I haven't seen Kevin. So all I have is you. And I don't know who I'm supposed to be anymore. I know what Mother expects of me because she says it. She tells me. I know.
Do you think I would have picked you up and driven you here if I didn't want you here?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Because I think if Ivy asked you to, or if Kevin did, I think you would.
And what if I picked you up because I wanted to?
I don't think you understand the position that I'm in.
I don't think you understand the position that I'm in. What if
I
I
need
picked you up because I wanted to? Okay, what if I could have told them no? It may be hard, but I can tell Ivy no. I can tell Kevin no. If I didn't want you here, I wouldn't have driven out there. I wouldn't have put myself having to ask Mommy Dearest to let you go.
Don't talk about her like that.
Just get in the car.
No, don't talk to me like that. I am nothing. I'm a rat. I'm unacknowledged.
Welcome to the
You
club,
wanted
then.
me. Let me talk, Connor. Because here's the thing. I know I love my moms. I know I love Gloria. And I know they love me. But I also know that I love you and I love Ivy and I love Kevin. And you don't want me around. The best thing I could do in there was to walk away because she didn't like me, and that's fine. I know my place. But you brought me here to embarrass myself.
Do you
That's
think,
not the point.
Do you ever think for 1 second the reason Cardinal didn't like you is because she's scared?
No,
She's a
no,
kid.
because I'm scared too, and I don't treat people that way. I've seen things, I've experienced things, and I don't treat people that way. Now, here's the point. The point is, we all needed something. Great. We all need information because we are trying to survive. But if Ivy can't even look at me, why am I here? If Ivy can't look at me, why am I putting myself through this?
I'm going to cut
Because I
you
could-
off there. Connor's just going to wrap you in a huge hug.
I
Say,
need you to
we're
hear
in
me.
this
I need to get this
together.
out before I go home. Because when I go home, I can't say this. When I go home, everything has to be perfect. My hair has to be just right. I have to love everything because I love her and I want her to be happy. And I want her to be proud of me. But I have to say these things because I can't say them there. I miss you all and I can't see you. And if Ivy won't look at me and can't talk to me, are you all better off without me? I need to know this. I need to know before I go anywhere else. Because if I just keep coming out here and she doesn't want to talk around me, because then maybe Gloria will, yes, Gloria might hear what we talk about. Yes, yes, yes. So I'm a liability to you, like I said I was. Do you all want me here? All of you, not just you. Because if so, I'll stay out of your way. I'll stay home. I'll stay where I know I'm wanted and where I'm not a problem, where I'm welcomed and not a detriment, a danger to you. And I need Ivy to tell me that, and I need Kevin to tell me that. I need to not feel like I'm still alone, even though I'm part of you. I'm not anymore.
I'm going to wait until she finishes and just put a hand on her shoulder.
And I think at that point, she has said all that she can think to say, and she will then wrap her arms back around him and just cry.
Ivy is scared. She doesn't want to lose you.
I'm right here.
Maybe she's having a hard time seeing that.
How can I?
Listen to me. If you trust me, then just believe this. Ivy would stare down her own death to save you.
She
And you
did.
may not see it. You may not believe it. But she's doing everything she can to get you back.
I'm not gone. I'm right here.
Maybe she just can't see that right now.
Would it be easier if I dressed like I rolled out of a dumpster again? If I ate garbage? Would that remind
It's not the
everybody that I'm still
clothes.
here?
It's not just because you can't see it, and maybe you can see yourself as who you are now. But just, we don't want the you that Gloria made you into.
You led me to her. You drove me to her.
Look, and we fucked up, okay? Is that what you want me to say?
No. No, because I'm safe. I'm
We're
safe.
trying to help you, Leah. If you think you're safe there, then think you're safe. But you heard Cardinal. Gloria is not safe. And I know you can't hear those words right now. You can't think those words right now.
No, I know. I saw the vision too. I just don't.
You don't believe it. You don't
I
want to
can't-
believe it because she bloodbound you.
I cannot tell her this one thing. And it is tearing me apart to not tell her the vision that I saw. And I'm trying desperately to find answers to help her. And every time I ask, people shit on me.
You want to help her? You heard Cardinal. The only way to help her is to bring back Edmund, which we can't do.
He's not gone. He's not gone.
I hope you're right.
I don't, because if he's
That's
not
what
gone,
it takes. I hope you're right.
I don't think you all hear me when I said this before. If he's not gone, and I don't think he's gone, he's here messing with her, hurting her on purpose. And there was a time that I loved him above all else. But if he is hurting Gloria, that is a thing that I hate. I don't think he's gone.
If he's hurting her just for the sake of hurting her, then we'll make sure that gets taken care of. Because hurt people are going to hurt people. People who are leading with cruelty have nothing. If he's hurting her just because he can, then he's no different than I was 30 fucking years ago when I gave myself over to Prim. And we see how that worked out. Look,
Connor, I cannot believe of all the questions you could have asked, you asked about him. Not about what his plans were, not about is he alive, not about is he going to hurt us, hurt you, hurt the people you care about. You asked if he was going to love you. And if you do not see that the people around you are the ones that love you, you've got to stop caring about him. I don't know how many times I can beg you to stop caring about what that man thinks. Soon you will be acknowledged of your own doings. Stop caring about Prim. He's a monster and he is awful. And if he still pulls your strings, then you're no better off than me. See yourself the way we do, please. Can we wait for Ivy?
Yeah.
And guys, I think that's an immaculate place to end the symphonic note. And that, friends of the symphony, is where our show ends for tonight. Thank you, Cass, for joining us. To our guest storyteller and NPC, Bruce, you were horrifying and delightful in every direction that we needed you to be. Thank you for joining the symphony. We hope you've enjoyed the show, and we look forward to telling more stories with you again soon. Mwah. Have a good night, guys. Bye.